Welcome back, it's Doug MPA. I talk about women and student loan debt a whole lot on my channel. It's my favorite thing to talk about. I found this woman here who spent time as a certified credit repair counselor person, and she's going to tell us some of the horror stories of women that she met that would try to repair their credit that went to these private for-profit schools and got themselves in a whole bunch of student loan debt. $100,000, $200,000 in student loan debt. So we're going to see what this girl has to say. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me, what I'm doing over here. Let's get into this.
Yeah, it's something that's really concerning for me, and I want to talk about it. These online schools. So I remember a few years ago, before I even became a real estate agent, a realtor, I was a credit. I did credit repair. I did credit repair in the state of South Carolina. Yes, I was a licensed credit repair counselor, licensed by the state. I did all the paperwork, went through everything to do it legally. And I remember my first two clients.
It's sad that she has to say that because there's a lot of scam artists that say that they're credit repair people. So watch out, guys. And you shouldn't even get to the point where you need a credit repair person. Come on now.
That I helped, they had very high student loan debt. This was 2020. They had very high student loan debt. I'm talking about $150,000 in student loan debt. And I said, I knew the people. And I knew they were not doctors. I knew they were not lawyers. I knew they were not engineers. I said, what did you go to school for?
They probably got degrees. And what are the 7 degrees I always say women get that aren't worth the paper they're printed on, guys? Say it with me. Psychology, sociology, criminal justice, social work, some kind of studies degree, so gender studies, African American studies, Asian studies, communications, education. I guarantee you these girls got degrees in something like that.
I went to get my associate's degree. I said, what? Online school. And I'm like, how in the world did you rack up over $100,000 in student loan debt for an associate's degree that you didn't even get?
$100,000 for an associate's degree. Sounds about right. Sounds about right, guys. This is what happens. Women, they just go to school for who knows what and just sign that promissory note. These women, the only reason why they do this, guys, is because they think that you're going to swoop in and help them pay it off, or it's going to get forgiven somehow. They don't think that they're going to have to be held responsible for paying this debt back. It's the only explanation.
At an online school. I was bewildered because I was like, I had a whole 4-year bachelor's degree from an accredited university that I actually went to in person. And the debt still ain't reached $100,000 yet. And I graduated back in 2009 from college. So I was just completely befuddled. But now the other week I had a conversation. I had a homebuyer consultation with a sweet young lady, so sweet. And of course, I asked about student loan debt because I know student loan debt can completely destroy a debt to income ratio, especially if it's high. That's another topic for another day. And I said, hey, so you have student loan debt? She said, yeah. I said, how much student loan debt do you have? Y'all, I wasn't expecting to hear $200,000.
$200,000 in student loan debt, guys. This is why, guys, you got to have the conversation with any woman you take seriously about her debt. You're going to reach an age, usually around 35, where most women, if you're a single guy, successful with no kids, most of the women you're going to try to date are going to have kids, and they're going to be in more debt than you. You got to have that conversation, guys. Women's debt should be a disqualifier for consideration for serious relationship or marriage.
I said, you got what? $200,000 in student loan debt. From where? What college? Yale, Harvard. Come on, give me a name. Yale, Harvard, Duke. Give me a name. Give me a name. An online school. Liberty University online.
Liberty University.
Jesus H. Christ.
Ah, that figures, doesn't it? Oh, man.
And I said, what master's degree program? I said, there is no way, y'all. Am I tripping? Please let me know if I'm tripping in the comments. There is no way $200,000 in student loan debt from an online school for a master's degree. Y'all, please tell me, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Because I just think that is so crazy. Even in 2024, that to me is just so, so, so crazy. And I'm like, wow, not making a payment. Student loans are in deferment. So student loans in deferment, which means there's a $0 payment being reported on your credit report, which means that the lender in that case is going to take half a percentage point of your total student loan balance. And if you do the math on that, y'all, that's still $1,000 payment being rolled into your debt to income ratio.
Yeah, that's about $1,400, guys. I worked next to a girl. This is about 8 years ago, and she went to law school. Never practiced the law. She's about $195,000 in student loan debt from her bachelor's in law school, and her student loan payment was $1,400 a month.
It was I Nothing against online schools. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. That's what floats your boat. I'm talking about these online schools. You know which ones I'm talking about. Some of the same ones that the presidents recently had to go in and say defrauded students. Students didn't know how much they were signing up for, what they were paying, defrauded, and remove some of these student loans from these credit reports.
As if you ever see a school advertised during the day on a Tuesday, don't go to that school. Don't do it. Southern New Hampshire University, Strayer, University of Phoenix, oh, or those job schools, the Everest College. Don't do it, guys. You'll get swamped in debt and you won't be able to get a job.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Come on now, y'all. We have got to do better. We've got to do better because it's becoming too common when I get on the phone with people and I do my home buyer consultations and I ask about this student loan debt for me to hear numbers over $100,000 for an online school, and then you're not even in the field that you got the degree in, if you got it at all. You're not even in.
It's because they're all getting the degrees in lesbian dance theory. What are you supposed to do with a degree like that? Well, they already say that what's like almost half of people that have degrees are working in fields that don't require a degree. Only 43.7% of college graduates are in jobs that actually require a degree. 43.7%. So these women rack up all this debt and don't even use it.
In that field. You're not even in that field. You're working a regular $20 an hour job that has absolutely nothing to do with that degree program. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments how you feel about online schools and people racking up all this student loan debt, $200,000, $100,000, $150,000 for an associate's program, a master's program, whatever. Let me know in the comments.
Let me correct her. It's not people getting all this debt. It's women getting all this debt. Guys, you meet a woman, she's $150,000 in student loan debt. You just tell her.
That's it, man. It's game over, man. It's game over.
And you walk out. It's not your problem. Men are in on the scam. Men are going to college less. Women are going to college more. 70% of the student loan debt is women, and that's only increasing. This is not your problem. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.